Odessa. Shawty, she a kisser, but she ain't got no manners. You having the time of your life, and I'ma let you. I know the timing ain't right, but I can't forget you. You took my heart, fuck that shit, girl, I don't need it. From the start, I've been out here fighting demons, I got all the answers. Baby, you Odessa. Shawty, she a kisser, but she ain't got no manners. Who have you become? You'll have to find another way. Baby girl, the one, but go find another heart to break. I need more, I need answers. Every time I ask you, just shrug and put your hands up. This money made me handsome. You held my heart for ransom. Baby girl, I understand.
In the darkest hell, the helpful ways of escaping the reality of beautiful ways has come to an end. Welcome to the Devil's Breath. One day to destroy your life and that's how we start our Monster Facts segment with a sweet little 2 monologues that I did back in high school. Back in my freshman year when we started our Halloween season, so that was in the darkest time, the first one, and the second one was the Devil's Birthday. So today the Monster Facts segment will bring you will bring you videos. The first video is the top previous clowns caught on camera in history and animated horror stories. Today at the Brosketeers podcast Monster Facts segment, and we put the the Exorcist theme. So we will start with the top 10 clown sightings caught on video. Sorry. For the guys on YouTube, the cameraman is not here today, so we apologize if you have to see a few stuff. But we're gonna it's gonna be edited, right? Because I'm gonna edit that. So yeah. I don't think So right now, before playing it, I'm gonna for the guys on YouTube fix the screen and for you guys be able to see it, and we can begin.
You took my heart, fuck that shit, girl, I don't need it. From the start, I've been out here fighting demons, I got all the answers. Baby, you Odessa. Shawty, she a kisser, but she ain't got no manners. You took my heart, fuck that shit, girl, I don't need it. You took my heart, fuck that shit, girl, I don't need it. I got all the answers. Baby, you Odessa. Shawty, she a kisser, but she ain't got no manners.
Can't say no, might say yes. Take you down, undo that dress. Do it like that, I'ma hit back, I'ma hit that. She gon' fuck, ride it like that. Told her get the money, she ran right back. Talking about I can't control her. She keeps moving back and forward. She wants me, I can't deny. I act like I missed the sun.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Nexus. Today we're going to go over the top 10 scariest clown sightings caught on video. If you're new here and enjoy this content, make sure to subscribe so you get notified when we post a video. Now let's aim for that golden like button, which is 1,000 likes, so make sure to drop a like down below to help us hit our goal. Other than that, let's get into it. So these clown sightings have been popping up for the past couple weeks. It started in South Carolina and is slowly spreading across the country, finding their way to the West Coast. These sightings have included testimonies that the clowns are inviting children into the woods. There hasn't been any actual attacks, but here are 10 recent videos of these creepy clowns. Number 10. Free hugs. Now the driver pulls up to a clown standing alone in a shopping center, asking for free hugs. Why'd he drop off so quick? All he wanted was a hug. Number 9. Snapchat clown. Do you think these are just kids trying to scare people? Or are these real clowns wanting to hurt people?
Outside Sharita Maston's apartment, it waved what looks like a knife before it scampered away. That's when they took this video through the blinds. They took a second Snapchat video from a side window as well.
It was scary.
They're taking the sightings seriously, but think the creepy clown may just be a kid trying to scare them.
Number 8. Skipping down the road. This is a very short video, but still a spooky one. My guess is the driver's doubling back around after seeing the clown, and the clown's playful skip turned quickly into a violent run after him.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Number 7. Clowns in the corn. Now cornfields and clowns aren't a good mix, but what these two friends experience is very frightening even during the day.
You see? Did you see a clown? No fucking way. What are you fucking... Fuck, Trevor! Oh my god! Get in here! What the fuck? Go, fuck! Oh my god! Go! What the fuck? Holy fuck! Oh my god! Oh my god! What? Oh shit, you just went back! Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow! Oh my fucking god! What the fuck? Oh my god! Oh wow!
Number 6. Clown in the woods. Now Leo Flores and his friends were playing catch with a football when one of them threw it too far and it landed in the woods. Now like any normal person, they went looking for it. But what Leo found wasn't a ball.
Dude, I got fucking spider webs all over me, bro. What the fuck? Oh shit.
Let's take a slower look at that. Number 5. Clown shooting. Even if this is just a fad prank, do not trespass onto someone else's property, or you could be gunned down like this clown in the woods of Orlando, Florida.
Come out where I can see your face. Do not fucking move. Slow, do not move. You will get shot. Do not move. Slow. Slow, stop right there. Don't you fucking move. What the fuck are you doing here? I want you to turn around, face the other side of the trees, and walk backwards behind me now. Hey, don't, motherfucker! You know what? I fucking told you. God damn it, stop! What the fuck?
Number 4. Clown chase. If you're on a hike with your friends and do see a clown, don't stop and ask what's wrong with him.
Investigate? Delaney, I know you're scared. Shh. You guys be quiet. Yo, what the fuck are you doing? What the hell's wrong with you? Oh, stop!
Number 3. Laughing clown. This couple was running for their lives from a clown and they escaped into their car. Unknowingly, they wanted to go back and see the clown up close and taunt him some more.
Come back around.
that shit.
Did you see anything?
No.
Movie clown. Now this video is pretty long and definitely feels like the beginning of a horror movie. These friends see something in the woods and decide to investigate.
Need the spotlight. Dude, where's it at?
Dude, it's
Probably nothing, but I need to get me a towel. I got this crap all over me.
shit mouth.
Oh, whatever.
Bro.
What?
What the fuck is that?
What?
Dude, look at that.
Dude,
Is that real?
Alright.
Is that real?
Dude, get it. What is it? What was it? What was it? I didn't see.
It's the clown, bro.
Fine.
No, it's not.
Let me get my Snapchat.
Holy crap, where'd it go? Bullshit.
Didn't you fucking say there was some?
Yeah, I mean, I recorded a video.
It's freaking gone. Oh my god.
Dude, Joe, fuck!
Get it right, he's dead.
What the fuck?
Darren, stop! What the heck?
What the fuck?
Go.
Dude, it's dangerous.
Oh, my phone died. Oh, come over here. Dude, what is that? Holy fuck. Go over there. Go.
I don't know.
Go, he's going. Here we go.
Dude, go.
Come on. Shit. What? He's got a fucking machete. He's got a fucking machete.
Where? Go!
Oh, somebody call cops, bro. Dude, fucking call the cops.
Go, dude.
Thanks for watching our top 10 scariest clown videos. If you did enjoy this, don't forget... Thanks for watching our top 10 scariest clown videos. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Other than that, guys, peace.
This happened when I first moved out. I rented a small place and started working as a pizza delivery guy. It was a local shop. The work pressure was moderate throughout the weekdays, but during weekends, we hardly had time to relax. I generally did day shifts, but due to the bulk of orders, I had to do night shifts on weekends too. I was quite happy to do night shifts, being honest. It gave me a lot of time to relax during the day, and also, people got paid good tips on night orders on weekends. Our boss provided us 3 bikes and 1 car to go for the deliveries. The car was especially for night shifts because driving through the empty highways amidst the woods at night is quite unsafe on a 2-wheeler. It was a Saturday night. I got 3 deliveries back to back. The first 2 deliveries were close, but the last one was on the outskirts of the town. After 5 minutes of driving the town, I drove onto a dusty road. The GPS tracker showed me the way. I was driving amidst the dense forest. My car headlights were the only light around me. I could hear the owls hooting and the crickets chirping in the distance. After continuing like this for a while, my GPS tracker showed me a turn on my left. As I reached near the turn, I noticed a dark road going that way. Without GPS, I would have surely missed this turn. It was 11 p.m. when I finally reached the location. A sketchy-looking wooden house stood in front of me. I got out of my car, holding the pizza box in one hand and my phone in the other. The house was in complete darkness. I walked to the main door and rang the doorbell. The porch light lit up above my head. I felt a bit relieved that someone is inside. I was standing there, waiting for the door to open, just when a woman spoke from the inside. "Who is it?" I said in an awkward tone. Ma'am, it's me, the pizza delivery guy." A few moments went in silence. The door half opened. A terrified-looking partial face peeked from the darkness. It was a woman. I could only see her one wide eye. She then said, "Oh, it's really you." I smiled awkwardly and said, "Yes, ma'am. Here's your order." She opened the door and took the pizza box from my hand. I have been to many houses, and have seen lots of creepy owners, but this woman was literally making my skin crawl. She then said, "I will have to go upstairs and bring the money. Till then, if you want, you can wait inside." She then started to walk upstairs. It was a bit chilly outside, so I entered the living room and decided to wait there. The living room was very untidy. Dirty clothes were lying in a corner. I don't know why, but a rancid smell was floating all over the room. Another thing that caught my eye was the woman's wedding photos. Even though the house was super messy and unclean, the photographs were in good shape, as if someone cleaned them recently. There were 4 to 5 photos in the living room. The one big photo of her wedding hung on the wall right in front of me. It was a really big frame. The woman was standing beside a lean, pale-looking man. She was smiling really big, as in ear to ear. To some extent, the photo felt very unusual. Especially, that man's face didn't seem at all happy to me. Anyways, prying in our customer's life is a strict no-no for us, so I stopped thinking all this shit. I was becoming impatient as this woman was taking really long. This was the last delivery of the night, so I wanted to get the payment and the fuck out of here as soon as possible. I said in a loud voice, "Ma'am, where are you? It's getting late now. Can you please hurry up? I have a long drive home." The woman didn't respond, but after a few seconds more, I heard footsteps coming down the stairs. As I looked up, I saw the woman coming down with that ear-to-ear smile on her face like that photograph. I didn't notice all this time that she was actually wearing her wedding dress. The dress is completely torn out and dusty. It was in such a bad shape that no one can spot it without seeing her wedding photos. She looked at me and said in a scary voice, "Don't I look beautiful in my wedding dress?" Now, I got hella awkward and replied, "Ma'am, please make the payment so I can leave. It's getting very late now." She raised her skinny pale hand towards me and said, "Take it." As I reached to take the money from her hand, she dropped the cash on the floor. I thought it was an honest mistake, so I got down to pick it up from the floor. While I was picking up the money, my eyes went to the couch, kept in the middle of the living room. My blood froze then and there. I didn't know what to say because I saw a dead body lying under the couch. The dead body had started to rot, which clarified the rancid smell all over the house. I could identify the body in a wink. This is the mistress of the house. She opened the door and a few seconds ago let me in. But if she is dead, then who is standing in front of me right now? I slowly looked up and saw the woman standing and leaning on my face. Her eyes were gushing out. Her smile made me feel like I've been drowned in the darkest darkness. She laughed and said in a demonic voice, "Don't I look beautiful in my wedding dress?" I screamed at the top of my lungs and ran for my life. After getting out of the house, I looked back once. Only once. The woman was still standing at the doorway. She was laughing like a creature from hell. Her laugh was echoing all around the woods. I started the car with trembling hands and drove as fast as possible. I went straight home that night. The next morning, I called my boss and told him this entire thing. He laughed at me at first and said I might have been hallucinating. But then I went to the cops and told them to check this house. Everyone was obviously mocking me at the beginning. When we all got into the house, they all got shocked and terrified, just like me. The cops discovered the woman's dead body underneath the couch. She was lying there dead for at least 2 to 3 days. I told the cop that she was the one who opened the door, and I didn't at all hallucinate the entire incident. But the horror didn't just stop there. After searching the entire house, the cops found another dead body. They found a dried corpse tied up to a chair in the basement. It was a man's corpse. Someone starved him to death. The cops investigated the entire matter, and the story unfolded, scaring the hell out of all of us. The man and the woman were living in the house. The woman was very suspicious in her married life. She drove her husband crazy whenever he used to go outside. One day, the husband got paranoid about his wife and decided to leave her. The wife somehow managed to drug him in his sleep and then tied him to a chair so that he could never leave her. But during this process, she tortured her husband, which eventually led to his death. The woman turned into a lunatic after her husband died, and she too committed suicide. I have stopped working as a delivery guy at night. Even though it was the most horrifying incident of my life, I still find it really uncomfortable that the woman's spirit found me to make her story heard.
This is scary.
Before I begin this story, I want to warn everyone to stay away from dark web. Last month, I had a small gathering at my place. I invited a couple of my office colleagues, and we all drank and watched a football match. It was a men's night out, hence everyone got really drunk and lost track of time. There were 3 of us. Me and my 2 colleagues, Max and Andy.
Soccer match.
We work at the IT department of a multinational company.
Game.
The night was going well, but suddenly, Max brought up the topic of dark web. He said in a serious tone, "Very few people have the actual guts to surf the dark web. If you lost your way there, you have no idea what horrible things will come up." In my college days, I also accessed dark web once or twice, but nothing horrible took place. I said in a mocking tone, "Well, I think people spread a lot of rumors about the dark web. It's not that dangerous at all." Andy said, I never want to step in that arena. One of my college seniors told me that a guy ordered drugs from the dark web once, but instead, someone sent him the dust of human bones, which he snorted. I said in a surprised voice, "What? What happened to him?" Andy replied while taking a sip from his beer bottle, "That guy barely got out alive. My senior told me he bled terribly from his nose." I laughed and said, "I think your senior lied, dude. I can show you dark web is not that scary at all." I got up and turned on my laptop. Max and Andy sat beside me on the couch and we started to surf the dark web using the Tor browser. I was drunk and got adamant. I still regret going to the dark web just to prove a stupid point that night. I was going through the hidden wiki of the dark web. There were a bunch of links to various sites. We found a site that helps you to hire a hitman, and then a site where you can upload torture videos and earn money from the viewership. The more I searched, the weirder everything started to become. Max said, "Dude, can't believe some people can be this creepy in real life." I was about to click a new page when Andy pulled my attention to a link. The link read, http://truefootages.onion. I said, "Let's check out this link." Max grabbed my hand and said, "I don't think we should click on random links, Matthew. Let's just get out of this and watch the game. Seems like you are not one of those people who have the guts to surf the dark web, huh?" I later realized how I insulted him, but I know I should have listened to Max that night. Without saying anything more, I clicked on the link. The screen started to load. Andy and Max kept staring at the screen with big wide eyes. I thought it would be some kiddish jump scare or something similar to that, but as the page finished loading, a zip file started to download on my laptop. Andy said, "Hey, it can be some virus, you know. It can crash your machine." I replied saying, "I have a strongly built antivirus and the system would have blocked the download if it was a virus in the first place." Anyways, after the file downloaded, I extracted it in my laptop and it came across with 3 MP4 files in it. I finished my beer in one sip and said, "Are you ready to watch some dark web footages?" and smirked. Max and Andy were curious too, so they nodded. As I played the first footage, a small wooden house appeared on the screen. The house was located in the countryside. The person who took the footage started to walk towards the house. As he opened the door, we saw old furniture and damp clothes lying here and there. It was evident from the condition of the house that no one lives there. We could hear the heavy breathing of the person who had the camera in his hand, but it was hard to guess whether it's a man or a woman. The person stopped near the stairs, standing in the living room. I was obviously getting bored, but suddenly, Andy said in a whispering tone, "Did you hear that sound?" I asked, "What sound?" He said, "Listen carefully. I think someone's crying." I immediately increased the volume and realized Andy is right. There was actually the sound of a man sobbing. The man was crying like he's in terrible pain. The camera started to go upstairs. Now, our heartbeats got faster. As the person with the camera reached upstairs, the video ended. Without any hesitation, I played the second video. The second video started showing a corridor lying ahead of the camera. This time, the cry could be heard more clearly. The camera kept moving towards the corridor, and it came near the door. Max said, "I think there's someone inside the room." Andy shushed him, saying, "Watch it quietly." Now, the person behind the camera went to open the doorknob, and we saw a pale-looking skinny hand with lots of rings on its fingers. The red nail polish on those fingers made the hand look even creepier. We realized it's a woman, probably in her late 40s, filming this video. As she twisted the doorknob and opened the door, a vicious sight took place. There was an old man tied up to a chair placed in the middle of the room. It was this man's cry we heard on the first footage. Seeing the woman with the camera, the man started to cry even louder. The fearful look on his face made it all look so real. The man said in a sobbing and gasping voice, "Please, Julia, let me go. Why are you doing this to me? Please, don't hurt me. Let me go, Julia." We heard the woman laughing in a very disturbing way. It was evident from her laughter that she was enjoying this man's pain. She placed the camera on a wooden stand or something like that. Now the camera is still, and it is focusing on the man tied up to the wooden chair. Andy said in a panicked voice, "Is this all real?" This time, I got really confused. I wasn't expecting something like this at all. The man kept sobbing, and there was no sign of that woman for a few moments. Suddenly, the woman jumped in front of the camera from the left corner. It almost gave us all a heart attack. She started to laugh, looking at the camera like a maniac. Her eyes were big and she had a pale face. The way she stared at the camera, it gave us all goosebumps. Max even said, "I feel like she can see me. What the hell is this all?" The woman slowly moved her head and looked at the man. Then, she again looked back at the camera and gestured her finger in her lips. Andy said, "This woman is freaking insane. Is she telling us to keep quiet? What kind of bizarre video is this?" I was speechless with everything that was happening in front of my eyes. The woman picked up something from the ground. We couldn't see what it was, but as soon as she started to walk towards the man's behavior changed in a second. The man started to panic like a fish out of water. He said, "No, Julia, no, you can't do this to me. I am your husband. Julia, please, don't do this." The woman reached behind his back and lifted her hand. She was holding a chainsaw in her hand. Her evil smile made my heart drop to my stomach. She again looked at the camera and shifted like before. The man was crying and sobbing, and the video ended there. The three of us sat silently on the couch, looking at the laptop screen flashing the third video file on it. I was literally shivering. Max was breathing heavily. Andy said in a trembling voice, "Should we watch the last video? What do you think happens in that?" Max got up and said, "Damn you, Matthew, I told you to stop." I hit my face with my palm. My forehead was covered with sweat. Then I said, I don't know." Andy played the last video. What we saw next shook us for our entire lives. The man was no more on that chair. The wall behind him was painted in blood. There was blood splattered all over the room. Our eyes were stuck on the screen. Our hearts were beating like wild horses. When we saw that woman coming in front of the camera from the left side again, her head was down looking at the floor. Her hair covered her partial face. I could tell she was holding something in her hand. She then stopped and turned towards the camera. Her face was still looking down. She started to cry like a child. Her cry was making everything even more uncomfortable now. She cried, standing like that for a few more seconds, and then suddenly lifted her hand with the bloody head of her dead husband. Yes, she was holding the severed head of that man in the chair. She started to laugh like a maniac while showing off his head towards the camera. Her eyes were glowing. She was looking like the devil from hell. Max gasped, "Oh my God, did she really kill her husband with a chainsaw?" And immediately started to throw up on the floor. I was numb. I couldn't move, couldn't take my eyes away. The woman then got really close to the camera and gestured her bloody finger onto her lips and said in a whispering voice, "Shh, keep quiet." The video ended there. All of us remained awake the entire night. Andy got really sick. We admitted him to the hospital as he had a nervous breakdown after watching the video. We took the footage to the cops and told them everything. The cops are still investigating and looking